All right, this is profit leverage. And in case you're not yet aware, we have the best training on TikTok ad, and it's for a reason. I didn't just create a course, right? I've also dived into helping businesses across industries and niches to promote their businesses and seeing what they face. And I've been able to have success across board. Okay. So what I've shared in my training is beyond what I know in my head, is what I've also practiced with different businesses, whether you sell shoe, bag, clothes, or you're into affiliate marketing, real estate. We've done ad across industries and niches, and we've seen success, okay? Up to 95% success in all the ads we've done. And I brought my experience from running ad for different organizations, different businesses into my training, right? If you check updates on my training, that's for those who have paid for my training, TikTok ads made easy. You will realize that we handle real-time issues when it comes to running TikTok ad. Okay, but this particular video is not about the course that I already have. I'm doing a special one for anybody who wants to fill up either groups or channels. By groups, I mean WhatsApp groups. Okay, and then if you are not going with WhatsApp group, you want to try Telegram channel, this video is also for you. And I'm going to be showing you how to do this fast at almost free cost per lead. Okay, imagine where you're spending between 1 naira to 15 naira per lead. Okay, in fact, the two ads I'll be showing you here, one of them is spending like 5 naira per lead, right? And is even supposed to get better because it keeps dropping. I have a student about 3 months ago, 4 months ago, that I taught on how to run this ad, and the guy was doing about 1 naira per lead. Okay, so not to boast, not to brag, I'll be showing you in real time what I'm talking about. Okay, so this going to lead us to a new training altogether, which is dedicated to those trying to fill up groups. I've delayed in doing this because I've been having time to help people create their ads. As a matter of fact, the success is so much that since January till now, I've not run any major ad for my training. I just ran ad once that I help businesses to set up their ads, right? I ran it once and I got clients, and since then I've not had my time to run the ad again because I keep getting referrals. So I'm going to be sharing with you what to do exactly at the end of this video. But then for most of you, if you have reached out to me before, you notice that what I normally do in the past is that since December, when I ventured into helping businesses to create their ad, is that I'll help you to set up your account. I'm not talking about signing up on TikTok Ads Manager. I'm talking about setting up properly, because the success of a successful ad, yeah, I like that. That success of a successful ad begins with setup. If the setup is in a mess, then every other thing, no matter how well you try, will not go well. Okay, so we help you set up beyond signing up, because some people think signing up is setting up. No, even after you say, in fact, if I am to run TikTok ad for you, I will ignore the fact that you already have an account, or like most people say, they have already set up their accounts. I'll take my time to go through it to be sure that everything is in order. As a matter of fact, it's easier for me to start from scratch for you, because in this case, I know I'm the one setting up, so I know what to do from the beginning. If your account is already maybe created and you said you set up, it's more tax for me because I'll be trying to do troubleshooting, checking here and there to be sure that everything is fine. Okay, but that's aside. What I'm trying to say is that period to now, what I do, and that's for about 50,000 naira, right? I'll help you set up the ad. I know the 50,000 might ring a bell in some people's mind, but when you know the value you are getting, you see why people at the end of the day even pay 75,000 for one-on-one training. But that's by the way. So I help you set up TikTok ad account, setting up, right? And in the setting up, we help verify the account. You can verify the account as business account for TikTok Ads Manager, either with a CSC certificate or is equivalent. Okay, so we help you with that. If you don't have a CSC, we figure out a way to help you do that. I don't advise people to do individual verification, which will require your ID card, personal ID card, maybe NIN, voters card, and the rest. Okay, so we help you verify the account. And then I'll be helping you. I'm telling you what I used to do before now. I will then help you to go around your creative, about your creative, check your page, your TikTok page, then look at your creative to be sure your creative can perform. The way I put it is that TikTok as a platform contributes 20% to your success when you're running ad. Okay? You, as the owner or the client I'm working for, you have 30%. That's 50%. The remainder, which is 50% remaining, is mine to do, my work to do. Now, that 30% of yours is basically something that has to do with your creative. And if you comply well with me, we'll get your creative to be something that once we start running ads, certainly will get the result. Okay. So I help you to set up that account, verify it. Then we come to your creative and your profile. That's your TikTok profile. We look at it as a whole, fix what needs to be fixed, and then I help you set up a conversion ad. Okay. The type I will be showing you that I've done for some of my clients here, right? So after I set up that ad for you, I help you monitor it for a while. That's post ad service that I will give you. I'll help you monitor it for like 3 hours, 5 hours, so that if it's not going in the right direction, I will do the necessary adjustments. Okay. Now, all of these things I've explained is what I do sharing my screen when we go on one-on-one. The one I told you is 75,000 naira, right? So the reason I do that monitoring is that sometimes the ad might not take up properly, or the creative might be the issue, or anything could be the issue. So what I will do is that I will try to troubleshoot, right? And when you troubleshoot, you pick one item at a time. Maybe we pick the setup, we look at the setup again to know whether the setup is in order, or we go to the creative. Okay. So at the end of the day, I'll be able to spot out what the problem could be, and I'll fix it for you within the space of 3 hours to, let's say, 24 hours. So I'll do that service for you and I'll deliver. Okay. So once I'm done delivering, then you carry on from there. Now, I don't have the time. Not that I don't have the time. I'll take time probably to build a team. Okay. But even at that, most people still want me to do it for them, because sometimes I try to refer my clients to some of my students and they refuse. So maybe I'll create a team much like that, whereby I'll get it from the client and then we see it done. We see the job done. So I wouldn't have to keep explaining that I'm not available for that. I will give it to someone else. Okay. But the point now is that I get a lot of people reaching out to me to help them set up ads. They are running ads to fill up groups or channels. That's WhatsApp groups or Telegram channels. And this is a high risk area. Yeah, it's a high risk area, because the way the platform TikTok is right now, anything about money making or gaming or any of such things is being flagged. Okay. So your account can be suspended while you are launching your first ad. Okay. So because of this, I don't really keep those people's account on my system, because the idea of monitoring will mean that I will have to still be logged into your account for those length of hours I talked about. Okay. And if I'm going to do that, it means that I will not be able to work on other people's accounts. You see? So that's a very big issue. In fact, during the setup, during that package I talked about, the major aspect of it is the monitoring, because it means that once I get this job, every other job is suspended for now. I have gone to have up to 5 browsers on my system, and of course, you'll be overloading the system with a lot of data, and that might crash the system. Okay. But away from that is that if I leave this account on my system and it gets to be suspended, right, then I'll have to face the challenge of probably losing other accounts connected to that system, because there's a suspension that TikTok can give you and it will affect the device you are using. So any other accounts, right, connected to that system will also be at risk of being suspended. So because of that, what I do is to help the people set up the ad and then I withdraw. But at the end of this video, after I've shown you a few things, I'm going to be showing you a better package that now works so that you can do that yourself. Okay. So let's look at one of these ads. I set up this ad today. This is 24th of April. If you look up here, by the way, there are some persons that will call me to say, oh, I haven't seen how much I've spent on my ad, or I don't even know how my ad is going. Now, two things I will let you know. If you want to check if your ad is active, if it's running well, first of all, you must come to the ad area. Whether you are using a phone, a tablet, or a laptop, check it from the ad area, not from the campaign. You can either check it from the ad area or the ad group area. Don't try to check it from the campaign, because even if your ad is suspended or if your ad is rejected, campaign will still be showing active. okay, just as you see here, right? It will still be showing active, okay? But when you check from the ad group or the ad level, you will now understand the status of your ad, okay? That's one. Two is if you want to see the amount you spent or how your ad is going for today, as at today, right? You have to select a date that covers up to date, right? So for this one, I can click here or click here. If you click 24 two times, it will select only today, being 24th of April. Okay. If you want to check what your account has done since you created that account, you go to lifetime. Okay. If you want to check performance yesterday, you click here, right? If you want to check it for the last 7 days, 14 days, 30 days, right? 1 week, last week, this month, you can select. But once you are done selecting, you click confirm. Okay. Now, if you want to select from here, you can select 2 days, maybe 23rd and then 24th. All right. If you don't want, you want to select one date, you can just select 24th, hit it again 2 times, then you confirm. But let's just select today and click confirm. I set up this ad about 4-5 hours ago. All right. So this is the ad here. Okay. It's active. So if we check, we are running to fill up a group. So I want to see what the cost is. So if we go this way, by the way, all these settings here, all right, I'll show you how to arrange them so that you don't need to be scrolling like this to see the data. All right. So if you scroll like this, you will see how much we spent so far on this ad. This is 1,677 naira 48 kobo. Now, cost per click or destination is 10 naira 35 kobo. This is not the main cost we are looking for. Okay. Now, cost per mile, that's cost per 1,000 reach is about 125 naira. If you go this way, impression is about 13,000. Okay. Then clicks, number of clicks is 162. Number of conversion is 91, and this is quite high. Okay. So 162 persons have clicked on this ad and 91 persons have converted. That means have joined the group. And I'll show you from a document here. Let me click here. Let me go here so you see. So this is where I check the leads that are coming. So let me scroll. The first here is the heading, right? Then this one is the setup. That's this second one here is something I did for the setup. So we take from number 3 down. So let's see whether it's up to 90 something. So can you see it's even 111 now. So more have added. Let me show you the cost at the moment. This cost per conversion, right? Now, when I started this ad, it was at 25 naira or so. Okay, but like I said, if you get my setting well, the way I do it, the cost will keep reducing. I'll show you from another ad. Okay, if you give it more 1 hour, more 2 hours, the cost will keep reducing. Okay, now it means that, in case you don't understand, it means that you are using 18 naira, let's say 19 naira here, okay, to get a lead. Okay, and that will mean that if we calculate 18.43, right, 18 naira 0.43 kobo times 91, so you see it will give you 1,677, which is the amount we have here. So it's very correct. Okay, so that's it. So imagine using this amount. Of course, it gets better. Using this amount to get about 90 leads. That's amazing. Okay, but if you think that's amazing, like I said, maybe I should show you this one. Let me get to this other ad so you see something even better. Okay, now I would scroll like this. Sorry, my mouse is hanging on this. Okay, so let me scroll like this. Let's take it from the beginning, from the active ad. So this is the ad that is active. Okay, this is the one I set up for the person. So if you check here, conversion, we started this ad on the 16th of this April. Today is 24th of April. Now conversion so far is close to 9,000. That's 8,833 conversions. Okay, now I'll still explain something about this conversion, right? But this conversion means people who have filled the form and headed to joining the group. Okay, so if we check further, you'll see that the amount that have been spent is 52,000 naira. All right, that's the cost. Okay, and I want you to calculate this, or let's just finish checking before we come to the calculation. So you see the amazing stuff that's happening here. So number of people reached 2 point something million. Can you see it here? Impression, can you see 2.8 million? All right, that's it reached these people, but some of them saw it more than once. That's what impression is telling you. Okay, so if we continue this way, we want to see the costs. This cost per click is 1 naira 84 kobo. Let's see cost per conversion. Okay, cost per conversion. Where are you? Yeah, this cost per conversion here. You see 5 naira 91 kobo. This is very, very amazing. So if we multiply this by this is the result, this conversion, 8,833 times 5 naira 91 kobo. You see how we come about this 52,000 naira that we've spent. Okay, can you see? This is how this came about. Okay, so it means that with as little as 5 naira, in fact, a few days ago, this was about, that cost per conversion was about 4 naira. Let me even bring it down. Why it went high is that the clients went and adjusted something without telling me. Okay, but if I take it back to maybe 20th of this month, you'll see that it was as low as 4 naira. Okay, so let's see it here now. You'll see that it was as low as 4 naira. No, it can't be high like this. Okay, I selected from 20th to 24th. It should be from 16th to 20th. So let's select from 16th, which is when we started the ad, to 20th. I think it was on 22nd or thereabout that she adjusted the ad. So let's select this and check. Okay, so let's be sure is this ad, the one that is active. Let me take it to this side. Okay, that's the ad. So let's now check. Let's scroll like this. So this conversion between 16th and 20th, that's 4 days. Okay, that means this person with 6,000 something is close to filling up maybe 5 to 6 groups. Okay, but let's continue. We are looking at the cost. Can you see cost per conversion was 4 naira 78 kobo? Okay, so that was earlier before she made that adjustment. Okay, what I've done now is to create a training specifically for those who want to fill up WhatsApp groups or Telegram channels. Okay, so you don't need to get TikTok Ask Medicine. All right, because that one is so vast. So I've made this one to be straightforward for only those who want to fill up either WhatsApp groups or Telegram channel. And you're going to be learning how I create this account, set it up, right? And then how I go about the creative that we use for this type of ad and other tricks that you need to know to have the success that you need, right? Including how to set up the type of instant form to drive this kind of results, right? As a matter of fact, TikTok just upgraded their system. So I'm going to also be doing an update training on how to create instant form, because the way they used to do it before, or we used to do it before, is no longer the way it works now. Okay, so all of these you'll be getting in this training. And you know why this is amazing? It means that henceforth you don't need to pay me 50,000 naira to help you set up this type of ad. Okay, so you go now to get this training and start to implement it. If you have any challenge, I will be there to also help you out. Okay, so if you are someone who want to fill up WhatsApp group or Telegram channel and you've been struggling, if you've not been struggling, not a problem, right? You don't need it. But if you've been struggling and you know for sure that you've been struggling and you need something better, right? Go for this training. Now, here are two things I will say to you so you don't get disappointed after getting this training. Number one, you will need either a laptop or a tablet to get the setup the way it works well. Okay, so I can guarantee that a normal smartphone can help with this. For those of us who have been in it, right, we can manage to maneuver with phone to get some things done. But even at that, there are aspects of this setup that you don't need a phone. You can't do with a phone. Okay, so you need either a tablet because of the interface, right, or a laptop or any desktop that has a wider interface. Okay, so that's number one thing. The number two thing there is that sometimes when you set up this ad, it might not go well in the first instance. Okay, but in the training, I will help you to see how to troubleshoot and things to troubleshoot, okay, so that you can fix it and it start going well, so you don't have anything to worry at the end of the day. So if you want to join this training, just check the link, the first link in the description of this video, right, to join the training, to get the training and to start implementing. And I would like to have your success, to read your success, to have your success story shared with me, okay? So go ahead to do that now. Check the link. This is on YouTube now. Check the link in the description of this video to join the training, to get the training, right? And if you've not subscribed to this channel, this is Profit Leverage Ads, okay? Here we treat everything TikTok, and of course, sometimes we should be on TikTok to other types of ad and other things that help you to be more profitable in your endeavors, okay? So subscribe now, turn on the notification bell, and you will not miss the next update.